All right, brothers and sisters, I got a word for you today. And the word is live by love or die by prophecy. He said, brother, how can you die by prophecy? The passage in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, what the world calls the love chapter, says, where there are prophecies, they shall fail. And so the world is following these so-called prophets who have prophesied, and they have prophesied according to their own desire. Now, a very anointed woman of Yah who I have respect for said, and I asked her, I said, let me ask you a question. I said, what do you think about these prophets who prophesied about Donald Trump being reelected, even though the Electoral College, which is the process of the government constitution of how presidents are selected in this land. I asked her, so what are your thoughts about those people that continue to hold on to that prophecy? She said to me, they are prophesying their prayer. I was like, man, that is profound. When you prophesy your prayer and your prayer doesn't come to pass, and I like that, that's real deep. It really wasn't a prophecy. It was a request that was spoken and rehearsed in the ears of the people who heard it as if it was straight from the throne of the Almighty. Okay? So, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 says, where there are prophecies, in this case, the prophecy is not telling what's going to come, but it is more of a proclamation based off of what was already said out of the mouth of the prophets. So, with that said, in the next verse in 1 Corinthians, it says, though we prophesy in part. Meaning what? Your prophecy could fail because why? Prophecy, true prophecy, is not rehearsing what the Most High has said to you directly at that particular second. But true prophecy is you expounding on or speaking under inspiration on what the Most High has already spoke and bringing it into our current time. That's what true prophecy is. Now, when the Most High shows you things to come, that's not prophecy. That's a gift called the word of knowledge. Okay? So, die by prophecy or live by love. That same chapter says, though we prophesy in part, when that which is perfect is come, that which is done in part, that which is in part shall be done away with. So, what is it? What's the purpose of prophecy? To demand the people, the inhabitants, the citizens of the world to return their hearts back to the Almighty and His laws, statutes, and commandments for His creation for the benefit of our life. And that's what prophecy is. So, you live by love because the commandments all were given to us for us to live by love. We love the Most High, Almighty El Shaddai, Yahuwah, who the world incorrectly calls the Lord and God, God, which is a pagan deity. You know, some of y'all say God said. God is a pagan deity. Look it up. You don't have to believe me. Go to the, you might not be able to go to the library. Go to the online library and look up G-A-U-D, God. And you hit me back. Send me a message. Send me an email. Call me. 443-480-3116. Call me. Send me an email. Moreh Kabad, MOREHKABAD @gmail.com. I have a website. I haven't put it back up yet. I'm going to eventually get it back up, but be that as it may, look it up. And get back with me. Tell me if I'm lying or not. Okay? Now, so with that said, love is the intent and the purpose of the law. Because the Most High said, thou shalt love Yahuwah El Shaddai with all of thy heart, etc. With all your being. Okay? And love your neighbor as yourself. Now, we were taught incorrectly and falsely through deception, or whether it be through ignorance, conscientiously stupidity, or willful sincere ignorance. Okay? Whichever the case is, I'm not sure what it is. Only you know. But we were taught that love is a new commandment. Oh, there was no love in the Old Testament. I can debunk that by going to Exodus chapter 20, where he says, the Most High said, visiting the iniquities of the children to the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me. See that? You say you love the Most High. Y'all got a song. Do you love God? God? You might love God. But do you love Yah? If you do, he said, he shows mercy unto thousands of them that love him and keep, not break, his commandments. So when you keep the commandments, you love Yah. When you break the commandments, you don't love Yah. 1 John 1 says, he that says that I know him and don't keep his commandments, he said, is a liar. You a straight up lie. Hey, my mama used to say, you a lie. The book says, if you say you love Yah and you don't keep his commandments, you say you know him and you don't keep his commandments, he said you're a liar. You're a liar and the truth is not in you. That's what it says in the book. You are a liar and the truth is not in you. Right? So, as I close this sharing, live by love or die by prophecy. Okay? Now, prophecy, what do you mean? You said, brother, well, how do you die by prophecy? You die to yourself by submitting your flesh to the will, the word of Yah, which is what? Every word that he speaks out of his mouth. Man shall man live. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word. What word is that? What are you talking about? I'm not talking about what your prophet said is going to come to pass is not the word of Yah. That's his words. And according to Shaul, the Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, he said, his words, not mine, that prophecy should be judged. How do you judge a prophecy? You judge it according to the word of the Most High. Right? So, when a person says this, that, and the other, and they say, oh, the Most High said, well, they don't say the Most High. You know. They say the Lord said. In case you haven't gotten it by now, I don't serve the Lord. I serve Yahweh. Lord is Baal. Lord is the devil. Lord is Satan. Lord is the horned goat. Lord is Marduk, Molech, Chemosh, Asherah, Astarte, Diana, Glory, Grace, Mercy. Those are all deities. Faith. These are all Greek deities, brothers and sisters. But we serve Yahweh, the Almighty, El Shaddai. And when we serve the Almighty, the Most High, El Shaddai, that means what? We die to ourselves by showing that we love him by doing what? Keeping his commandments. So as I close, you live by love and you die by prophecy. Right? Now, it's a double entendre. Die by prophecy is twofold. Die meaning you die to yourself and you surrender to the will of the Most High. On the flip side, those that die by prophecy are those that die based off of what that so-called preacher said is the word of, as he says, the word of God. Because he prophesied, because he spoke it out of his mouth, that makes it the word of God. So many people are willing to die and hold on to that as being the word of the Most High when it's just simply the word of your preacher. And he prophesied his prayer based on his own selfish desire and interest. I hear you now. Somebody say, well, brother, what about the people that came on, Indian people came on, said that they're not American, they're not really for the U.S. They don't know nothing about U.S. politics. Okay. You believe that? They got some interest involved. Why would you go on a YouTube channel to speak to American people about their politics and say that? See, here's the whole kicker. This is the real truth. Those people have fallen for the religion of Christianity, so that's their interest. They're Christians. So they're going to support the Christian people, and they're trying to tag team together with those who they share a common interest with as far as to their Christian views, Christian beliefs. To try to encourage those that believe in these so-called prophets that prophesied Trump's going to have 4 years and Trump's going to be a trumpet, and that Trump is going to get 8 years of presidency, and Pence is going to get 8 years of presidency, and then Prince's vice president is going to get 8 years of presidency, and the kingdom age is going to come on the earth through them, which is the biggest lie. It has no scriptural merit to it, period. When you read Daniel's prophecy, which correlates with all the other prophets that talks about the Messiah coming down to judge the nations. Joel chapter 3, Zechariah chapter 14, Daniel chapter 7, chapter 9, chapter 2, chapter 4, Revelation chapter 11, chapter 17, chapter 18, chapter 7, the 7 trumpets, the 7 bowls, the seven seals. All of those are speaking with regards to the judgment of the nations. The Messiah is going to come back and to overthrow, not to shake hands and say, "Oh, y'all did a wonderful job." That's the prophecy that you should be speaking, not the prophecy that, oh, we're going to see. Has it occurred to you why this pandemic has hit globally? And it's not because the Democrats are homosexuals or support homosexual marriage, or because the Democrats support abortion and death. It's a judgment on the whole world, not just because of Democrats. Republicans are disobedient to the law, statutes, and commandments just like the Democrats are. You got to pick and choose part of the law that you keep, like they do. The judgment has come to the world because of the rebelliousness, stiff-neckedness, and wickedness, just like it was in the days of Noah. Also, I said it would be fire this time. That's why we see how come these preachers y'all paying tithes to aren't telling y'all this stuff? The prophecy said it would be fire. Why do we think we see all this fire happening? Why are these wildfires happening? This is a fulfillment of prophecies. Most High is burning up the inheritance and the wealth and the riches of the people. Now I know you say, brother, that's just forests being burned. Don't you believe that? You research and find out. It's not just vacant forests is burning. Communities are being burned. So the judgment didn't come because of Democrats. The judgment didn't come. That added to it, of course. Iniquity of the Amorites. Whether you in the closet or whether you out the closet, sin is still sin. Transgression is still transgression. Disobedience is still disobedience. And the Most High is pulling back the covers off of it all. So y'all thinking, oh, Trump is wonderful. He's going to get 4 more years and he's going to bring righteousness to the earth. He didn't do it in the 4 years he was here. Biden going to come and Biden going to make equality and distribution for all. It's going to be a wonderful, happy world. No, it's not. He'll do some good things. He'll do some bad things. Just like Trump did some good things and Trump did some bad things, okay? When the Messiah, the true Messiah, comes to the earth, then we will all see, right, the salvation of Yah. And with that said, brothers and sisters, that's all I'm going to share for this sharing. Until next time, shalom, shalom, shalom.